Yes, finally.
Finally, sir, finally. So
Uh,
sorry. Actually, it was some technical issue, so I couldn't get it connected. I'm so sorry.
that's okay.
How
How
are
are
you, sir?
you?
Time?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you. So, how is Oasis going?
It's going very good.
As usual, because when there is a person who is perfect, as usual, everything will go well. Yes, sir.
So, where you work right now?
Right now, I'm in Melbourne, so I'm working as a speech therapist, early intervention therapist in a rehabilitation center.
Mm-hmm.
And side by side, I'm doing my PhD also, sir.
Oh my God, you are
So,
overqualified. You are overqualified for this session.
no, sir, because when we are in this field, I think upgrading ourselves will be better.
Yes.
So, just grinding the same batter
Mm,
is not going to work out, and that too, the future generations are more advanced.
very
So
advanced.
definitely we need to get to their level. So it's good to get updated, sir.
So, what is your topic in the PhD?
Actually, I'm doing with tracheostomy patients, sir.
Okay,
So
tracheostomy.
yes, sir. So now it's like many adult patients are facing stroke and they are having a lot of issues while swallowing and things. So it's
Dysphagia.
always, sir,
Dysphagia.
dysphagia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always better for them, like, post therapy, pre therapy with tracheostomy tubes and things. So I'm
Mm.
doing a research on it, sir.
So, your research sample is adult, not child,
Yes,
right?
sir. Adult, and also we are searching for the children. But then, first I thought let me try with the adults first,
Mm-hmm.
and then to the critical care, sir.
Okay. So my follower, most of them are English, Hindi speaking.
हाँ
Okay.
जी, हाँ जी.
So
मुझे हिंदी मालूम, फिर भी तो बात करने के लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल है, इसलिए I'll try my level best.
so we can go with the English mix of Hindi and English.
हाँ जी,
O-
सही,
Okay.
definitely. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Okay.
So
So
today, yes, sir.
so uh, are you in touch with the pediatric population?
Yes, sir. I am an early intervention therapist,
Uh-huh.
and I am handling currently the children between 3 and till 9, sir.
Most of them are autistic, right?
Yes, sir. Most of them are autistic. Not just autistic, some are like, Down syndrome are there, mental retardations are there.
Mm-hmm.
And some kids, they are, like here in Australia, there is a lot of domestic violence and things.
Uh-huh.
So some kids, due to that anxiety also, they are not able to speak or they are afraid to speak.
Uh-huh.
So we are handling those clients also, sir.
Okay. So I'm just going to put some question, okay, before
Definitely,
you.
go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And these questions are very basic,
Yes, sir.
very relatable, and very Uh, so my first question is: my child is 2 3 year old and is still not speaking. Should I wait or start therapy?
The best thing is to start therapy, sir, because early intervention is always best.
Mm-hmm.
The more you're waiting, the more the child is going to get delayed with certain exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So the early you start, the
Mm-hmm.
early, like the child starts talking and baat karne ke, like the child will
Mm.
start talking as the exposure will be more in the early childhood.
Okay, so early intervention age is 3 year old.
Yes, sir, definitely. So it is better to start by 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
so that the child gets, most of the children are sitting in front of the screen and they think that is the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the child is learning ABCD, all the rhymes and things. Anyway, they are going to school. They are going to
Mm-hmm.
learn there. So why do we have to teach them all the things advanced at 2.5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, giving them breaks and talking to them while eating, I know it's a big task. Like we can't make them sit in one place, feeding them, it's a big task. but
Mm-hmm.
we can try. We can try talking to them, sitting and eating side by side, telling them what they are eating. So it will all be really helpful for the children's, their communication, and things will get better, sir.
So start as early as possible, right?
Yes. Early is best.
So what is the process of getting diagnosed and then starting therapy? Who is the
So
right
when
professional?
So when we go to the pediatrician normally they say whether the child is having any problem or not. But
Mm-hmm.
not all the pediatricians are saying them clearly where they have to go and what they have to do.
Uh-huh.
So I would suggest if they can in India it's like always an open doors for all the professions. Either it's
Mm-hmm.
a speech therapist or occupational therapist or a physiotherapist, they can just walk in and get the suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they feel that the child is not listening or the child's eye contact is not there, the
Mm.
best professions will be either occupational therapist or speech therapist, sir.
Okay.
So, like doctors wise, yes, they can go ask them suggestions, but when it comes to certain areas, it's better to proceed with direct the therapist rather than going with through the doctors and coming over.
Mm-hmm.
In Australia, it's a different scenario, sir. So they have to go to the GP. The GP will recommend the therapist, and then only they can come to us. But in
What
India,
is
it's a different. Yes,
what
sir.
is what is what is a GP?
General practitioner. They are the
General.
normal doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So those normal doctors, they will suggest which place to go, whom to meet. They will ask them to go to psychologist first, then occupational therapist, then speech therapist.
So one question, somebody is asking how to work with aphasia children. You can tell them ki we can discuss later, or you want to discuss right now.
Certain topics can be discussed details, sir, because if I'm just saying aphasia is something related to
Hmm.
the child's,
Hmm.
first we need to see what's the
Hmm.
child's age, how is
Hmm.
the understanding, how much is the speech, is there
Hmm.
any kind of sensory issues happening. So we need
Hmm.
to filter all the things before we can give them suggestions. So,
So
what's the name? Yes, sir.
so do you think aphasia is very overdiagnosed? This.
I won't say that, sir, because aphasia is normally with the older people. We
Hmm.
can't find it in the children, but then again, there is certain checklist we need to follow.
Hmm.
And when we see the child, we will be able to understand what's their kind of their level. So if the
Hmm.
child is having aphasia or the child is having some other cognitive issues, so we can
Hmm.
sort it out.
Great. So my second question is: my child understand everything, but does not speak. Is this normal?
So I have the same kid. He
And
is 7 years old and he can do all the instructions, sir. He
uh,
can do the activities, he can follow the instructions, fixing puzzles, bringing something, closing, packing, everything he does.
uh,
But when it comes to speech, he is unable to. So we call it like a motor disorder. Maybe the child can understand, but the
mhm,
child is not able to say that.
mhm,
So, in that way, if we are trying to give them certain exercises, for example, give them space, we call
mm,
that owl.
mm,
Observe, wait, and listen.
mm,
So, we need to observe before we come to a conclusion, like saying, oh, jaldi, jaldi karna, ye karna, oh karna. Nothing.
mm,
Give them space.
mhm,
So if the child can do it, and I have seen some parents when I'm taking therapy, they come and say, "Bolo na, bolo na, bolo na." I know the child
yeah.
is already having an issue and not able to process in his mind.
Mhm,
So as a therapist, we are helping the child to understand that in this situation, we have
mm,
to use minimal words, sir. So
mhm,
if the child is not able to say, it's not that child doesn't understand. The child may not be given chances to say.
mhm,
So in that way, we use like visuals to make them understand, and also tell them, oh, I want, and I can also show you some visuals. So
mm,
like this, like I want, and followed by other things. So
mhm,
it can be either snacks or potato, bubbles. So we can when we are giving certain things,
Mm.
automatically the more exposure they are having, the
Mm-hmm.
more they will be able to understand the concepts.
Mm-hmm.
So, forcing a child is never going to get progress, but teaching them in the way they want, definitely there will be a progress.
Hmm. But some kids are now very less motivated in in time of
Right.
speaking.
Even if they are pulling their hand, which is a communication,
Hmm.
even if they're pointing at something, it's a communication. We can expand the thing. Wow, you're pointing at apple. Very good. De do,
Hmm.
le lo. So like then you can give them the apple or a puzzle. So they understood. Oh, they are listening to all the words we are talking, sir. So
Hmm.
definitely it is going to be like, from it's like a visual support that will help
Hmm.
the child to understand by looking at the picture and processing through their mind.
Hmm.
And I
Okay.
can see
Yeah.
my baby was born in 7 months and had brain injury due to my wife fallen from bed at the time of birth.
Hmm.
It was weak cry, now age 2. There is no name response, eye contact, and understanding is too low. Okay. So I would suggest Sanju to get in touch with you or the speech therapist,
Hmm.
so we can see what's the child's progress, sir. Like for example, now if the child is not able to have a eye contact, maybe is the
Who
child
has
supposed
who
to?
has fallen? Mother has fallen or
San-
baby has fallen?
Yes, sir. The my wife fallen from bed and at the birth it was weak cry. I am not sure what a weak cry is, but
I
maybe
think
the due to
mother.
oxygen or something.
Oh.
So the baby wasn't able to cry properly, and now the child is 2 years. There is no name response, eye contact, and understanding is too low. So
Hmm.
first, I would suggest stop the screen. Talk to your child.
Hmm.
Making them sit in the screen may not make them understand, or they that won't create a good scenario for them. But
Hmm.
at the same time, if they are coming to a professional, we can sort out what can be done for the child, whether the child needs OT or speech or behavior therapy, so we can sort it out, sir.
Hmm. One more question is, hi ma'am, my child listening, eye contact is good, name respond also good. My child age 3 years 10 months. So what is the issue, sir? All are good.
Okay, all good. So is he asking about any suggestions? So I think
Uh,
if the child is all good, then the child should go for LKG.
uh-huh.
So the child should be enrolled in a school and or speech.
I
Okay,
think he has
speech
given
is
the.
not.
I think he has given the background. All component are there, but speech is not very age appropriate.
Okay, okay, speech. Okay, then, okay, speech problem. Fine. So, because 3 years, 10 months, the child is having a speech problem, we have to find what's the level of the child. For
Mhm.
example, is the child able to understand instructions? How the child is understanding with certain kingship, certain identification of things.
Mhm.
So, then we can decide what can be worked with the child.
Mhm. Okay. So next question is, my child says word but does not use them meaningfully. Why did this happen?
Okay. So normally this is called echolalia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So when the child is using certain words but not according to the situations, means the child has heard all the words but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know where to use and when to use.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where we use the visual scaffolds.
Mm-hmm.
So first I will say, wow, you are in a session. Very good. Today we are going to do this first, then this, then this. So I'm going to, every time when the child comes in, it's better to show them and make them prepare for the sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the home, I will always tell the parents, don't give too much instructions. Don't
Mm-hmm.
give too much of like at a time all the things to be done. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are minimally talking and if you're giving them like slowly instructions and slowly words, clear words, not like jaldi jaldi jana, ye jana, wo jana. No, not like that. Speech is it's a communication. It's not a forcing communication. So use minimal words. use them clearly. When the child needs something, even if it's a pointing or something, you have to name it. So you're coming to me and you're saying, you're pointing at a bubble.
Mm.
So I will say, wow, आपको bubble चाहिए, आजा, मैं दे दूँ. So I'm going to
Mm.
give you bubble rather than say bubble bolo, bubble bolo. No, that's not
Mm.
going to how it works. So
Mm.
then the child will think, okay, my mother understood that I want bubble, and my mother used this word that may bubble de do.
Mm.
So it's like, then what the child will de do, bubble de do. So just a connected word, sir. In that way, if we are using the words properly according to the situation, definitely any child can understand.
Great. So, what is the prognosis of echolalia? Is it good?
Echolalia, first we need to find how the child's echolalia is. The child is able to read the sentences or starting with the visuals. So echolalia is normally like a parrot speech, sir. When I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
what's your name? The child will say, what's my name?
Mm.
What's your name? So it's like echoing of the words.
Mm.
So what we have to do is either we need to reduce the words that we are using. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a echolalic child. She is 5 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and when she came to me when she was 4 years, immediate echolalia means immediate, sir. So
Mm-hmm.
then I stopped asking question. I stopped saying any words. Rather, I was pointing at all the things, and she will say all the words.
Okay.
In one point she understood, and then she is like, I say this is apple, then she understood this is apple. Then when I say this is apple, she will also say this is apple. Then I asked, what is this? Then she said,
Mm.
this is apple, because I'm already teaching her the answers
Mm.
before asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when there is a question is arise, the child is not aware what answer should be said. Rather
Mm-hmm.
than that, if I'm teaching the answers first one word, sir, apple. Then
Mm.
this is apple. Then I want apple. Then I can ask the child, what do you want? Then the child can say, I want apple. What is this? This is apple.
So,
So
answer
it
first.
answers first, sir. But it's a long process, sir. It can't be achieved within one night. It
Mm.
takes minimum 3 to 6 months for the child to understand the concept, and then only the child will be able to implement the speech properly. And now the child is
Great
5
insight,
years. She
ma'am.
came to me when she was 4 years. Now
Mm.
she is 5.3, and now her speech is so good that social communication has builded on, and it's really well.
So, Indian parents need some suggestion. What is the method to approach you?
Okay, so is echolalia and Gesell language processing same or different? Definitely it is different, because
Mm.
echolalia can be done with different procedures, but Gesell
Mm.
language is a like a same pattern which will not work out
Mm.
for all the children, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So that is totally different.
Oh.
And हेलो मैम सर, मेरी बेटी तुम पर बहुत प्रेशर लेती है, टीथ ग्राइंडिंग भी है, ऑलमोस्ट अच्छी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, उसकी भी स्पीच डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो रही है.
Mm.
Okay, so the child's teeth, it's a sensory issue, sir.
Yeah.
So when there is such kind of sensory issue, we need to replace them with some kind of chew tubes and things, so that the child is depending on that.
Mm.
Only after oromotor placements and things, we can see how the child can improve the teeth grinding and then start talking. Because
Mm.
most of the children here have teeth grinding, because they are not pressurizing them, they are not giving any oromotor massages.
Mm-hmm.
They say it just have to go away on its own. But in India we are taking steps for OPM, oral motor, all the things are being done, so that early itself it's getting reduced and they start talking really well. So don't worry, you just have to come to Oasis, and there is a good speech therapist. His name is Sandeep. He is doing all the oral motor things, and definitely he will help your child.
Thank you, ma'am. So, next question is before expecting a speech, What should parent work on first?
Understanding, building a rapport,
Mm-hmm.
giving them chances to explore things. So, sir, actually, all the parents, even I'm a parent, and after knowing all this, I've been in this field for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when the child is coming, we assume that the child knows everything. Actually, they are learning from us.
Mm-hmm.
We can't put all the burden on them. No. Like, Aapko kya chahiye? Like, how come you don't know this? How come you don't know that? So, don't
Mm-hmm.
question the child. We teach the child. So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, we can't put the standard one child in 12th standard and say do the 12th max or 10th max. The child will
Mm-hmm.
not be good. The child will, he doesn't even know what is 1, 2, 3, and how can he go and do the 10th max? And mostly, sir, comparison. They say at your age, the child is doing this much and you're not doing this much. So, they're comparing the child.
Mm-hmm.
Every child is unique and every child is different. So, in if we have that in mind, definitely we'll be able to help our child in certain conditions. Okay, my child is good in sports, but
Mm-hmm.
not in reading or learning. My child is good in learning, but not in coloring. It's okay. Whatever they are good, motivate them. Let them do
Somebody,
that better thing.
somebody asked me, where are you from? Where are you? She's in Melbourne, Australia. Mm.
Okay, so where can I find you? I'm in Melbourne and I'm staying in a place called Reservoir.
Can you write your Instagram handle so she can reach out?
Yes, sir. So it uh, is awesome. Live it. Mm, oops, 1 second, sir.
Mm.
It's a big name. Life is awesome. Live it.
You can drop your number.
Oh, too far. I am thinking you are in London. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm in Australia now. So definitely, when I get a chance to come to London, I will come and meet you.
Yes, ma'am. So next question is, I think it's a very hot topic. When is AAC is needed, and what is the right time to introduce it?
AAC.
Yeah.
So AAC is not like, augmentative alternative communication. There are two parts. So
Mm-hmm.
one is just the pictures and one is device.
Mm-hmm.
So when the picture doesn't work, that's when we go to the device.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures are early, like, if the scaffold which I showed you, I want, and with the pictures, we try to use it and we try to take out like a verbal input.
Mm-hmm.
But when that is not working and the child is solely relying on the device or non-verbal, only for non-verbal, I will suggest AAC, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And that too after 7 years. 7 years, we will try our maximum. And after 7 years, the child is not able to put any effort or not able to say even a single word, then we can suggest AAC.
Mm-hmm.
But till then, we can try maximum to get the words out of them and make them understand the verbal concept. So AAC is recommended after 7 years when there
Mm-hmm.
is no speech at all.
Mm-hmm.
For example, now the parent is saying, my child is speaking, but very less speech, but he is using AAC. So, what will happen is the child will think, why should I think? I will just use the AAC and communicate rather than going with the speech and talking. So, that is also like a comfort zone for them. So,
Okay.
now maximum still 7 years, it's speech. Speech not coming over, then you can turn to
So,
AAC.
so any low tech AAC can be given
Yes, sir.
before.
Low tech. Yes, sir. Better because I don't want the child to be like in the iPad, or if, for example, now they have gone out, there is no charge in the phone or iPad, they want to communicate. How will they use it? So,
Mm.
always carrying the word list in their hand is better.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are like, not interested in the cards or very hard to find the cards and communicate, then you can go for AAC.
Okay. So I have read somewhere uh, earlier it's better to start AAC earlier because then child can understand the meaning of communication.
Yes, sir, because that's why we are using the low cost AAC, and
Mm-hmm.
for each and everything, the human is giving you the words. So
Mm-hmm.
when I am using the low cost AAC, I say, I want apple. So automatically the child is listening to all the words through me.
Mm-hmm.
So the more it listens, the more the brain will try to process it. And one day or other, they may not like depend on the card, rather than they say, I want apple. So that has happened to many children, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But in the worst scenario, that nothing is working out, the child is still mute and not able to talk, or the child is not able to say any words, then we can
Mm.
introduce AAC with simple words and clear sounds.
Okay. So somebody is asking, you have already answered my first question that kids only repeat words and sentence but does not use it meaningfully. And second question, when I am showing photo to my kids, then I find I have come to second and third photo. He is still speaking first picture and words. Why and what to do?
Okay, so in this scenario, instead of expecting your child to speak, first model the child. First, you're going to say, wow, dekhna. First, ye wala hai. Do like next. And then you can expect the child. Then the child is having issue. You can say, first, ho gaya. Second, then you can take off this first one. Then talk about the second one. Then go to the third one.
Mhm.
Don't assume that your child knows everything and can use meaningfully. Turn it into a meaningfully by modeling all the things. So in that way, definitely it will be good and it will really help them.
So what is data say? Uh, what percentage of child can speak actually in autism?
So many autistic kids are verbal, sir. Only in the, like, very severe kids who are not able to talk, having sensory issues, those kids
Mhm.
are having problem. But most of the autistic kids, their IQ is good. Some are hyperactive, some are hypoactive, some are like advanced intelligence.
Mm.
So definitely autistic kids, by the data, if you see, almost 70% of the autistic children are verbal, sir.
Okay, so
30%.
what age uh, is the the prognosis is very very low. After what age?
Speech.
Yes.
So speech cannot be low. It can
Mm.
just, for example, now there is a 21-year-old.
Mhm.
They learn only the basic words, sir, like
Mm.
communication, in their functional communication, in the daily lives or daily routines,
Mhm.
how they can communicate to the world of what they need. So, for
Mhm.
example, they go to a shop, they say, I want milk, and
Mhm.
how much rupees. So, they have like, particular vocabulary to communicate so that they are not getting confused in certain situations.
Mhm.
And that is also like overburden for them. So, we can't say there is no speech, but there is only functional speech where they can use it in their daily life. Speech cannot
Great.
reduce, speech can only increase, but that increase cannot be up to a level, like only minimal increase can be seen. So for example, there is one boy who is 23 years old and he's in Kerala. So
Mm.
they are still depending on the pictures and he's saying only one words, but
Mhm.
even those one word, he's trying to communicate his needs.
Mm.
So if he is not able to communicate, he's immediately bringing the picture and showing the support worker, saying that, so he is
Mm.
having a ear pain and he
Mm.
is not able to say it's a ear pain, but instead he's showing the picture.
Mhm. Great. So we are getting lots of questions. What is apraxia?
Apraxia is a motor disorder which is finding it difficult for the child to speak. but we can't come to a conclusion whether it's apraxia, sir,
Mm-hmm.
because some parents are thinking the child is not talking at all, so it might be apraxia. As you told me, the child is understanding everything, but the child is not able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
In his scenario, they are forcing the child, oh, bolo, 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 bolo. So the child is not getting an time to process the information and talk. So apraxia has to be given slowly, properly. Don't force. I know it's very frustrating when your child doesn't talk, but it doesn't mean that you should not teach them or you should not. You can't expect them to talk. It's not like that. You can expect, but the way you are expecting them should be very minimal in the beginning. So, for example, when you say give, don't tell them say it. Give, say give, say give, say give. Don't say that. If you're giving something, let the child open his hands, give it to, like, show you, and then you give it to him immediately. So he's listening, he's giving the hand, and then he's getting what he wants. We
Mm-hmm.
should praise for that. And the next time when the child is like asking for like chocolate, you should say, "Oh, आपको चाहिए? Okay, मैं दे दो, दे दो," or give something like very short words. Use him, and then try with that. Definitely, the child will understand the meaning of communication, and start one by one word. We should always start with small, small words. Sir. Apple, cup, ball. So if it's like watermelon, it's a big word, which the child will definitely. If it's apple and if the child say ah, okay, it's a good response. Give it to the child. If he wants the ball and he say bah, very good. That's a good response. Give him the ball. Make it meaningful so that the child will try to say ball after lot of practices and not just in one night. Always I tell the parents, be consistent in what you're doing. Consistency is the only key to get a good progress. If the or like one parent tried for 10 days and the 11th day she came and told me, "Oh ma'am, I'm so upset. Nothing is working out. Mujhe nahi malum like I'm doing and all." Then I said, "Ma'am, why are you getting frustrated? 10 days you have worked. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
after 10 days, you might see, because after the 10th day, the child started showing like this, which is a good progress. Before that, the child used to snatch the snacks or take other snacks, but then now he started showing this, means give, which is a good sign. So he is actually progressing. So don't worry, I told. Now the child is 4.5 years, sir, and he is like, "Mama, mujhe ye chahiye, mama, mujhe wo chahiye." Now she is asking me, "Ma'am, is there any therapy to zip his mouth?" I said, "Hello." So it's like parents come to us saying, "Oh, he's not talking." And when he's talking, now they say he's talking too much. And I don't know where to find that therapy, sir.
So, do you think these oromotor massages and oromotor therapy is being misused?
Sometimes, sir.
Because,
Sometimes
because yeah,
non-professionals,
yes.
they are claiming them to be speech therapists, occupational therapists, and they do some kind of motor, and they say that your child will talk. One lady, she was wearing gloves and she was doing massage on the face,
Mhm.
and I was asking, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm doing oral massage." I said, "Oral massage? Okay. So what kind of tools are you using for oral massage?" So she was like stuck and she's like, "Why did you come inside the room? You are interrupting my therapy." And I'm like, "Okay." So are you a speech therapist? Then she said, "Yes, I'm a speech therapist." Then I understood, like, certain special educators and things are misusing this kind of therapy and not implementing properly, and later the parents are finding it difficult, sir, because they are not able to differentiate when a speech therapist does and a non-professional does it.
Mhm.
So oromotor is very important, especially with child with apraxia and things. They need lot of like lip movements, tongue closure. So that has to be done step by step, not just like doing on the face with the gloves and finger brush, not like that.
So I have known one place. They have, a session structure like 30-minute odometer exercise, 30-minute speech.
Sir, I think you know me, like, 10, I
Yeah.
think 8 years back,
Uh,
I was called as speech therapist,
uh,
where there was speech therapist separate and language therapist separate. So
mm,
speech therapist is only oromotor. We should not
mhm,
work on language.
mhm,
And the non professionals, they work on language. So I was
mhm.
thinking half an hour, how come we will do keep on doing the oromotor? I think you know the place where I
Yeah.
was working and I was doing this, and I told them that half an hour continuously we can't give the oromotor exercises. Legally, it's not the good for child because it's like a pressure that giving the child.
Mhm.
So every time if there is a 45-minute session, 15 minutes is allocated for the oromotor therapy and other 30 minutes is for them solely to understand why the oromotor, how the oromotor has to be done, and what kind of language can be used during the oromotor exercise, sir.
Great. So, somebody is asking, is a bit technical. Please give me suggestion for adenoids and speech therapy affected by adenoids. He's asking.
Adenoids. Actually, I have no idea of what adenoids are.
Mm.
And what kind of adenoids, if you can just mention it here, then I can do a research and I can get back to you.
Adenoid is,
So,
the gland behind the soft palate.
okay. But affected by adenoids. Give me suggestions for adenoids and oh, tonsil. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, you have to go to an ENT, and
Mm.
either they will remove the tonsil or they will give the medication to minimize it. And
Mm.
once that is all done, then you can find a speech therapist to see how the child, like, is it a child or a adult? I don't know. So
Mm.
if it's an adult, we have to go to a ENT, find the solution, and if it's a child, you have to definitely go to a doctor and find a medication to calm down the throat pain or anything.
So adenoid child has, snoring sounds.
Yes, sir,
Then
definitely that has to be,
mm,
rectified in the early stage,
there is a
as it's
chance of
very
there is a chance of sleep apnea as well.
definitely, sir, definitely.
Mm.
Can speech be affected by mouth breathing? Definitely. So the more the child is breathing now through the mouth, it will help, like, cause them throat infection, and also the child may have a lot of throat throat related issues will start, and that will also affect their speech. So definitely that can be a reason. And please consult a doctor. That will be good. Okay,
Oh,
6.5, and she has adenoids and tonsils. Please visit an ENT. They will definitely give you a suggestion. And after ENT, your child is not able to talk or having any throat related issue, you can definitely call a speech therapist. And we are
mm.
here to help you with the voice and other things.
Thank you. So next question would be, how are the feeding issues connected with the speech therapy?
How is the feeding?
Feeding issues.
Okay,
Is
sir.
feeding
So,
is feeding
for
issue
example,
related with the speech?
yes, sir. So, for example, cerebral palsy.
Mm-hmm.
So they have drooling and they are not able to have the food, or, like, certain issues are there. So
Uh-huh.
we use certain positioning of head and certain utensils to be used so that their
Wow.
mouth closure and all the things will get better understanding for eating.
Mm-hmm.
So if a child is having mouthing, like always taking things and putting it in the mouth and not able to swallow,
Mm-hmm.
so we need to use certain techniques, sir. So the sitting position has to be certain technique that the child can sit and
Mm-hmm.
eat the food and then swallow it. And also it depends on the level of their eating. So if the child is not able to eat the hard food, we have to make it into a puree to make it for easy swallowing. And
Mm.
in the worst scenario, if nothing is going through the mouth, that's when they use the stomach, like rice tubes, sir. But
Ah,
if we can sort out the swallowing in the beginning stage itself, that they should not wait until it get worsened. They should immediately come and say, oh, my child is not able to eat especially these kind of food. My child, like for example hard foods or any meat or anything, my child is unable to bite and swallow, so it will really cause a problem, sir.
uh, समरत माटो, ओटी ने स्पीच प्रोफेशनल से कब तक कराना चाहिए? ही इज आस्किंग फॉर टाइमलाइन.
um ओटी एंड स्पीच प्रोफेशनल सब तक करवाना चाहिए. Early stage, anything, any kind of therapy or any kind of you have like doubt. When the child is 2 years or 1 year, there is no name call response, the child is not listening to instructions, standing alone and playing, or not having proper eye contact, please visit an OT and professional speech as soon as possible, I would say. Don't wait. After 4 years my child will start talking. In my family, my husband started talking at 4.5, my wife started talking at 5 years. No, no, not like that. Those ages are different, and now the present lifestyle is different. In those ages we didn't have any wi-fi, no phone, no tv, we all had a social communication at least. But now the children are exposed to lot of wavelength wi-fi things, more issues are coming now as the technologies are advanced. So please seek a speech therapist or a ot as early as possible.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Next question is, how can parent help the children outside the therapy?
okay, so most of
I
the
think.
parents are having trouble when they are going outside, especially with the, malls or things. They get overwhelmed, sir. They are not
Uh,
able to understand. Prepare your child before wherever you go.
mm,
Always use a like a visual scaffold like this. So
mhm,
always using them, the idea. I know this is like immediately you want to, your plan is changed. You want to go, but that doesn't work with autism, sir. Autism, they have a routine,
mhm,
and if you understand your child's routine and if you can plan according to that, definitely they are such a wonderful kids, sir.
mhm,
But if we break their routine and we go according to our wish, definitely they'll get upset. They don't know what we are doing. They can't handle certain changes. So it's always better to plan the day. Make sure that you are explaining the child. Even if you don't show the visual, tell the child calmly, बेटा अभी हम लोग मॉल जा रहे हैं, मॉल जाने के बाद घर वापस आऊं. Like that, if you are explaining slowly, the child will definitely understand because it's already prepared in his mind. Okay, mama told me that I'm going to the mall, then I'm coming back. So that visuals will really help him, sir.
great.
Outside
So,
therapy, always this is the only solution we can give. Giving phone or iPad, it's going to make it worse. And therapy, whatever OT or speech is working on, boom, it all go down. I have seen parents, they come into the session, they take therapy for 1 hour. The moment child goes out, they give the phone to the child. And I'll be
mm,
like, okay, so then what's the purpose of taking the therapy? I
mhm,
understand it's frustrating, it's not easy, but instead of giving that, they can give a sensory toy where the child can play.
mhm.
Don't be shy in telling that your child is special need. Be happy that you have a special need child and help them to like improve their lifestyle. Never hesitate to tell anyone that I have a special need, but tell them every child is different and I have a different differently abled child, you can say happily. Don't be shy in sharing about your children. They are
So
all your God's gift, so it is
I can, I
definitely a
can,
blessing.
I can add one more thing. Communication is
Yes, sir.
communication. We are
Yes,
focusing
sir.
too much on the verbal communication.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Because
Communication can be anything.
any point. Like for example, even the child pulling your hand is a communication. The child
Mhm,
pointing at something, it's a communication.
mhm,
Eyes looking at a same thing, and not taking off the eyes is also communication, which means the child wants that. Either
Mhm.
you can say no, or you can buy that one. So that's the only option we are left, because the child is unable to use words and it is using through eyes.
Great. So our second section is rapid fire.
Yes, sir.
So just give me an answer in a very, one word or two words. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Very precise. Wait and watch for persistent speech delay. Do's and don'ts.
Wait and watch. Okay. So wait and watch is very important,
Mm-hmm.
but not to watch like long time. It should be
Mm-hmm.
immediate.
Forcing the child to repeat every word.
No. A
Big no.
big no.
Big no.
Big no. Don't force speech.
Using short phrase like more water, open door, or give ball.
Don't overload with lots of words. One at a time.
One at a time and give them to process. Time to process.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Giving mobile or YouTube during meals.
Big no.
Oh. But usually they go to restaurants and situation force them to do this.
So I actually feel why the
Uh,
child has to get, one time you're introducing a phone in the restaurant, and
mhm,
what will the child think next time when the child goes to restaurant? The child will think, oh, now it's time to watch phone, and I can sit
mhm,
and watch phone and eat. So many
mhm,
father and mother are doing the same thing, sir. They are
mhm.
watching the phone and eating, and that's what the child will also copy, no?
Mm. So even they are eating and watching the phone, scrolling the
True.
videos and all.
So they will be scrolling, and in one spoon they are eating. They are not even enjoying the food.
Great point. Responding to gesture, pointing, sound, and facial expression.
Come again, sir. I didn't get it.
Responding to gestures, pointing, sound, and facial expression.
Definitely. Everything matters. Pointing is
Mhm.
a way of communication. Gesturing is a way of communication. So each and everything matters.
Asking what is this again and again during play.
Don't overload with questions.
Hmm. Introducing ASC when the child is unable to express basic needs. Suppose he is 7 year old or she
Okay.
is 7.
Yes, definitely. That's a point. It will be useful. Definitely recommended.
Ignoring feeding issue when the child has a speech delay.
Very wrong, sir. It should be given importance and immediate action so that it can prevent from getting into a bigger problem.
Expecting a speech without working on attention, imitation, play, and understanding.
It's not, it's definitely a no, sir. Understanding is must. Without understanding the child, we can't just, structure task quickly. We should understand their level, and then we have to structure the task for them.
Practicing language only during therapy session and not at home.
No use, sir. Then no use of taking therapy.
Mhm.
Everything matters. Whatever we are using in therapy has to be implemented in certain areas for the child to get the consistency of the word. If we are
Mhm.
not using it in the day to day life, then no point of taking therapy.
So meanwhile there is two question. Baby गले में ही बोलता है मुंह खोल के नहीं बोलता. And 2.5 boy समझता सब कुछ है. So he is not very opening mouth during speech.
How old is the child?
2.5.
2.5. Okay. How about eating and things? Is the child able to open the mouth?
Uh, Suppose he is not able to open the mouth.
Okay. Then definitely they need to find a doctor or the occupational therapist.
Do you think it's related to oromotor structure issues, structure malformation?
Maybe we are like, outline with the words that they are saying. I can understand that the child is not opening the mouth and talking, but
Mm-hmm.
it can be an early stage to find out what exactly the child is going through, and we can recommend the therapist as the problem is.
Mm-hmm. My daughter has a small mouth opening and tongue movement. The tongue movement become है. One word speech and unclear है.
Okay. Speech is unclear. How old is the child?
She didn't mention. My daughter have a small mouth opening and tongue movement. भी करती है. भी कम है. So she is
2.5-year boy.
mouth opening movement भी कम.
Okay. टंग मूवमेंट भी कम है, वन वर्ड स्पीच है, अनक्लियर है. Okay. So definitely the girl needs an assessment to see what is their level, and tongue movements भी कम है. Then definitely the child needs assessment, sir.
Great. Uh, my kid does not use jaw completely. Therapists say why sound are not loud. What to do?
The therapist is asking why sound are not loud.
My kids does not use jaw completely.
No,
I
that's what
think
they say. Therapists say that why sounds are not loud and what to do. So, is it the mother asking about the child or the therapist asking about the sound?
mother is being told by therapist.
Right, right. So, definitely, I think you have to change your therapist, and the therapist will be able to find the solution. If the child's sound is not higher or the child is not talking, it can be certain situations. Some kids are
Hmm.
very shy at the beginning because at the point where the therapist is a stranger, and definitely the child won't open up or talk very immediately as the first session. But
Hmm.
some kids have lower voice. I think
Hmm.
Sandeep has a child who had a very lower voice, and
Hmm.
he was working like almost 6 months with the plan that I gave, and he was consistently using certain techniques. So
Hmm.
then he was able to find that the child's voice was getting better.
Hmm.
Maybe she was a bit shy and she didn't want to voice out or things, but now she's very friendly and she's talking very nicely with Sandeep.
So anybody
So
has some speech related issues, मैम से कंसल्ट कर सकते हैं. मैम is
definitely,
open for it.
बेबी को
Uh,
छूनी नहीं है, हार्ट
was
बीट
the
नहीं है.
lady the lady has mentioned the baby age is 4.5. The mouth opening.
4.5. Okay, okay. So definitely you can come and we will do a proper assessment and see what is the problem. And then we can sort out whether it's like, articulation issue or it's related to any other issue we can sort out. Without seeing the child or without seeing anything, we can't jump into a conclusion. So always it's better to see the child, go through a proper assessment, and then we can give you a solution.
Okay. So my personal question is: suppose one child comes at 5 year age,
Hmm.
second child comes at 10 year age, and third child comes at 15 year age. So approach should be same for the speech therapy. Suppose the speech level are same for all of them.
Sir, 5 year, 10 year,
10,
15 year,
15.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. But we can't fit the same level for all the three.
Hmm.
First of all, if the 5 year can talk
Hmm.
100 words
Hmm.
and the 10 year can talk only 50 words, so
Hmm.
we can't mingle the 100 words and 50 words together.
Suppose, let me more precise. All of them are severely autistic, level three
Okay,
autism.
okay. So they are severely autistic. First, we need to find how is three people's understanding. Because sir,
Mm-hmm.
everybody are thinking speech means only speech and not about receptive.
Mm-hmm.
Receptive is when I'm saying you something, you are immediately understanding the concept and then we are answering. So that
Mm-hmm.
understanding should come to the child in the first stage, and then only we can work on expressive.
Mm-hmm.
So once that 5 year, 10 year, 15 year they come in, we need to find how is their understanding. Is it echolalia or is it very minimal speech? Okay, all the three are in the same page, but slight different will definitely be there according to the rates, sir. So 5 year, if the child is not able to focus on certain activities, the 10 year, we can't expect the 10 year won't do that. The 10 year might do some AAC because 10 years of the therapy may taught him something. The 15 year, it's a teenage. So we need to handle the teenage in a different way. So
Mm-hmm.
every kid is like separate strategy, separate assessment, and proper planning, sir. One plan cannot be used for the other child. Everything is properly planned, properly implemented, and again, the therapy is not a one day program, it's a lifelong program. And if we are consistent in the work we are doing, definitely we can see lot of changes.
Oh, great, ma'am. So it's nice to talk with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think the session was very meaningful and very productive.
Yes, sir. And if at all you need any handouts or you want to explain the parents in Hindi, I can
Mm.
definitely share you all the handouts so that they know what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do during the therapy, sir.
Thank you
So,
so much, ma'am.
using the
Thank
same,
you.
very true, ma'am, but here they are using the same technique to every child. Oh, okay. Then I think you're not going to a right place. I can't say that, or maybe the therapist knows which technique can be used for certain children. We can't blame that.
Mm.
Every therapist is, as you say, every autistic children is unique. Same like that, every therapist is unique. Every therapist have their own way of handling. So please trust your therapist and give them your trust. Definitely they will give you 100 percentage of progress and your child will have a very good lifestyle.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you so much and have a nice time. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Same here. Thank you.